Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Market opens up here in about 5 minutes, so we'll see what happens. Well, CCL looks interesting, but you just can't short it right now. I mean, that would be totally chasing. Although Boeing may be popping back up here. Same thing. I mean, just totally flushed out of the opening gates, and I mean, you just can't short that. That is completely chasing. But now that it's bounced back up here, maybe an opportunity here will arise to try to get short. Like I said, this thing needs to come back up here at least a little bit more. So we'll let it. I mean, all these airlines right now are getting destroyed. Like I said, 215 now looking relatively interesting. There we go, bouncing back up here a little bit more now. There we go, okay. Now Boeing has captured my attention that much more. $216 now seems to be a more interesting area. Let's see, what is that low? 217.50. I'm in a huge spread on this thing too. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and pause, but yeah, Boeing I'm very interested in. All right, very, very interested now, right around 217.50 as a potential entry point. Like I see, I want to see if this thing wants to fail back downwards. So 217.50 being that area I'm very interested in. What is that low? 218.50. But I'm liking this setup very much, and now it's going up even more. Okay, excellent. And that's why you don't want to chase, because you got to think there are people that were shorting there, and there are some people that shorted right there, and those people are getting destroyed right now. I'm now interested in potentially that 220 area. And this thing just keeps on grinding upwards. So again, now wow, and it just keeps going. And there it goes, just even more. I hope it doesn't pull back. There we go. All right, excellent. This is still a bearish context here. Low of 222. So 222 is the level now that I'm interested in. But I got to see some sort of weakness first. As of right now, it was the first 2 minutes was weakness. And then from there, it's just been grinding. What is the low of that? Low 222.25. Okay. And we're getting somewhat of a maybe an interesting candle here. Okay, what is that low of? 223.50 now is what I'd be interested in. Okay, I'm in at 223.94. In 223.94. So let's see what it wants to do here. Well, very clearly got in too early, but I still like the overall idea here that this thing is, I mean, this thing has basically been straight up. Like I said, I like the idea here that this thing still got some downwards momentum that needs to show up here. Now, by no means am I looking for this thing to crash down to the previous lows or anything like that. But I mean, at this point, you would think there's be some profit takers that show up. So we're getting the move now downwards. I have a couple hundred shares down there at 20. There we go, got those. So have 300 shares left. Let's see if we can get down there through 323. All right, 100 shares left now. There we go, got those. So now just 50 shares left. I'm going to put these up over, let's see, what is that, 224. Put my stop loss up there. So it's a winning trade now. Now it's just a question of how big of a winning trade is this going to be, because I don't know how far this thing might want to roll back over. And if this thing wants to continue to roll back over, well, that is going to be good for me. So I'm moving up my stop loss there. Okay, moving my stop loss again. So again, I have no idea how big. 222, let me just get this moved up. This is a good problem to have when I can barely keep up with where my stop loss should be. So all out there for a nice $250 trade. Now, yes, in hindsight, I probably shouldn't have taken out those 200 shares at 223.51, but that's always hindsight for you. But overall, there we go. Very nice opening trade. I'm going to go ahead and get short here at Boeing 215. I'm risking right around $100. I think this thing wants to fail, but it might just want to bounce back against me. Like I said, I like the overall pattern. I like the downwards pressure that has shown up. So we'll see if it can get the break or not. I mean, that 215 mark is stubborn. But the more stubborn they are, the more dramatic the breaks become. Have a stop loss up at 216.51. So I'm risking right around $150 here, which at this point, looking like I may have been a bit too premature, but I definitely don't want to I don't want to go red on the day. And given the context of my previous days, I mean, I'm nicely green, so even if I only close up, you know, right around $100 or so, that's fine. Like I said, there's the overall context of, you know, my trading's been going fine, so I have no problem at all risking right around $150, which it's looking like I might be taking the loss here. In fact, at this point, I may look to add another 100 shares if it goes back to 215, because that would imply another failed bounce here if it fails. But right now, it's looking like this is a legit bounce. and all out there. So now we're up just $91, but that's okay. Like I said, was totally willing, and that was a good risk to take. That was a very nice setup, but it just didn't quite work out. I think Boeing's getting ready to roll back over in at 215.75. $500 shares. Not sure if it's going to actually break through 215, but I don't need it to break through 215 because, again, I'm in at 215.75. So again, I don't need it to break 215. Like I said, I think it's got a desire, though, to make its way back down to that general area. So let's see if it can work its way down there, and it's trying. All right, I guess I'll go with 119 shares then. So this still could be a losing trade. But I want to give this thing a little room to run. But I was able to pull off some profits there. Like I said, I want to try to give this thing an opportunity here to try to push down through. There's the attempted breakthrough there. All right. Oh, that's right. I had 119. All right. Well, my numbers are very sloppy right now. So I'm just going to get out there. So back up to $200. But again, in fact, I may go right back to that just 100 shares though now, since my entry point's not nearly as good. So it's working its way down there. And again at 215, let's see if I can finally get the break here. Is it finally going to go? And no, it bounced from that level again. It's going to give it another go. Look at that. Such a stubborn area. If it fails, it'll go big. The question is there enough downwards pressure to get it to fail? It's trying. Crazy. There goes. But not with the exact amount of follow through I was hoping it would have. All right, 50 shares left now. And all out there for, I was wrong. I mean, don't get me wrong, it went down, but I was thinking just pure carnage. I mean, if you scroll back and watch the video, just take note of 215 and how stubborn and stubborn and stubborn it was. And it broke and it moved. Like I said, don't get me wrong, it's not like it moved. I mean, it did make a a good 75-cent move, but I mean, this is Boeing. It's up over $200, and if you're familiar with Boeing, I mean, this thing has potential to move multiple dollars in very, very small amounts of time, and that's honestly what I thought would happen. And I mean, especially when I watch it that much more, and it refused to do so, and it very well may go, but I was looking for it to all happen in a quicker amount of time, and that just didn't quite occur. But as of right now, I mean, the lack of breakdown was a sign of strength, because now this thing's back up over 215, which makes sense, right? I mean, if that was really going to be a true breakdown, then it should have kept on breaking down, and now it's bounced back up here. So I feel very good about my decision to just hop out there. And the reason I went back to 100 shares is at that point I needed it to break 215, or excuse me, 215. But when I did my 500 shares, what did I say? I didn't need it to even go down to 215. I could still make money on it. And I did make money on it without it even going down to 215. So that's why the change in position size was, because at that point, I didn't know if it was going to break 215 or not. And if it did, I didn't want it bouncing up on me and, heading back up when I had 500 shares. But when I went with 500 shares, it was already up. And like I said, it didn't even need to test 215 in order for me to have a nice opportunity at gains, which you saw me still make some nice gains on it without it, rolling in my favor. But now, and I'm stalling as I do this, because you can see here, the power of level 2s right here. Are level 2s the holy grail? No, but in my opinion, all day traders should use technical charts, which are right here, and then level 2s, which are right over here. But some not exactly massive trading. I mean, 230. But then again, I don't want to come across like a greedy savage. I'm not very familiar with many places in the world where in 45 minutes, because it's 10:15 a.m. right now. I'm not very familiar with many places in the world where you can make $235 in 45 minutes working from home. But right here, wow, awesome. I'm excited I caught that on video. That's why you got to learn level 2s. That's why you just need to understand. I don't say this in an arrogant way, but I totally got that one right. Thank you, level 2s. That breakdown, if it was going to be a true breakdown, that thing should have just totally collapsed. And it didn't, and you can see now the results of that. It's back up over, it was just actually up over 217. So I realize maybe this isn't the most exciting video in terms of like money raining down from the sky, but there's lots of valuable learning lessons in here from from money management. As far as I don't even know what I was saying, honestly, but I apologize, because these are live trade videos, and I say this in a lot of videos because there's lots of people out there, and good for them. I'm not saying they're wrong. Some of it's a little deceitful when they don't tell you that it's a voiceover, but a lot of people, they just record and then they come in afterwards and talk about it. And some people pretend like they don't even tell you that it's a voiceover. So they get to sit there and sound all smart and, it's looking like this is going to fall. And of course it falls. Well, because they knew what's going on with love. All right, let's see. Whoops, that's not. Oh, nice. All right, let me get this alert in the chat room here real quick. Uh, 27. I don't know if is this a new company? I have no idea. I don't know if I've ever traded this one. I feel like I'd recognize and know if I've traded love before. This is pretty choppy. If I do trade it, I'm definitely just going with 100 shares. All right, well, I'll go ahead and pause, and maybe we'll capture one more trade, because, like I said, I don't have a whole lot, so I was hoping to at least trade to 10:30 today for an hour. So I still got 12 minutes left, so we'll see how much I can make in 1 hour. I have an order at 28.50, 100 shares to go short here. When it breaks, if it breaks 28, then I needed to see it move up there very, very quickly. So there's the break. All right, well, paused right below where I wanted in, so it didn't move quick enough. This is a bizarre stock, and I'm definitely just would want to start with 100 shares here. I mean, I'm not going to make a bunch with 100 shares, but ideally I can get a little bit more than 100 shares, but this will allow me to just kind of ease my way into the position. So again, 28.95 is going to be that first entry point. All right, well, it is 10:29 a.m. and I need to hold to my rule. Wanted to be done at an hour. I am going to be done at an hour, and I'm very happy with making $235 in 1 hour. Like I said, I'm not sure how many places in the world you can make $235 working from home, online, pressing buttons in just 1 hour's worth of time. And if you're new, believe it or not, this is actually relatively blah. Now, I don't say that in a greedy, savage way, ungrateful way, but I mean, if you've watched past videos of mine, you've seen me make well more or well above this in way less time. So, I mean, that's really the power of trading. And don't get me wrong, there's hard work. You got to have passion. You got to have dedication to make this sort of stuff work. But I mean, if you are looking for some sort of side hustle or, wondering, I don't know, would it be worth my time to learn how to day trade stocks online? Well, I don't know. The question becomes, is $235 in 1 hour worth your time? Maybe you're saying, no, my time is worth way more than $235. And if that's the case, cool. Then no, you might not want to consider this. But like I said, $235 is actually not that great. I'm happy with it, but at the same time, I'm a little, but point here being just something for you to consider. That's really what the thought process of anything in life needs to be on whether or not you want to pursue it more. I don't know. Do I think that amount of money is worth the time that it would take to produce that? And like I said, there's a lot of work that needs to go in up front to learn and develop a strategy and all of that. But like I said, I'm very happy with it. So if you enjoyed this video, and if you would like me to make more of these live trade videos, the very quick, the very straightforward way to communicate that to me, just hit that like button or leave a comment, suggestion, question down below. I do read all my comments and I will reply to them. If you've ever seen it in my past videos, go down in the comment section. You'll see I reply. And then also check out the channel as a whole. Like I said, in this video, if you want to see other live trade videos where I do actually quite a bit more than $235 in 1 hour, I think there was one recently where it was like $250 in 2 minutes or something crazy like that. But overall, I'm still happy with it. $235 for 1 hour, I'll take it. So if you enjoyed the video, like I said, please hit that like button, leave a comment down below, and then hopefully you decide to ultimately hit that red subscribe button and become a member of the channel. So thank you for hanging out. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.